Can you hear me? Am I a robot today? I certainly hope not. That'd be a bit embarrassing, wouldn't it? Oh, shit. Oh, my... Fuck off. My hair's getting on my face. Fuck off. No, 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 no. It automatically started playing my Spotify from my headphones. No. Yes, I was enjoying a bit of music. No, 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 no. Audio jungle, audio jungle. Okay, I've taken care of that. Let me change the song to my normal BGM. What the fuck? Oh dear. Yeah, no. That's so funny. I was listening to that song earlier. That's really stupid. It might have been. It might have been a certain song from Attack on Titan I was listening to earlier. Yeah. You surprised that I listen to some non-normie music. Well, surprising indeed. But what was I going to talk about? I have this thing of Skittles. It's really cool. I'm eating them because they're really good. Okay, it's really funny that everyone's making the pregnant joke again. Because I have a funny story to tell you all later. That I think is funny and kind of related. I'm not pregnant. I have not gotten anyone pregnant. But there is a funny story that kind of reminded me of that. So that's fine. Okay. Oh shit, these are really chewy. I shouldn't have put those in my mouth on stream. No, there will be no gender reveal. I did not get neutered. I'm not pregnant. No one's pregnant. Okay. So. Big day, right? We've been having conversations for a long time about what to do with all of my not safe work ASMR that I've made over the past couple years. And I was wondering, should I lock it behind membership? Should I unlist them? But then YouTube came along and kind of made the decision for me. YouTube came along and handed one of them a community guidelines warning, which is good that they have the pretty brand new system for the warnings. So no change or sort of penalty was applied to the channel. They just gave me a little bit of a wag of the finger. And I always thought in the past that essentially, in the past, I had read the community guidelines, and I thought that the ASMR was kind of just skirting the line, like it was pushing it, but not actually in direct violation. But then reading them again, I think with this new policy, they may have updated them, because under the new policy, I read a section that is like very, very clearly stating to not do exactly what we had been doing. And I really felt the immediate sense that, like, now was the time. I kind of wanted to get rid of all that stuff for a long time, because even though it was all great and I had a lot of fun doing it, I realize now, or at least I've said this before, but for anyone who, you know, is not here normally, I realize now that I think what I enjoyed the most about that sort of content was the high that you get from all of those positive comments. And, you know, me as a chronic people pleaser with a lot of mental stuff to sort out as far as that goes, I felt as though my own boundaries for the longest time didn't matter, and that I should do whatever people asked of me. And I did that for a long time. And together we did manage to make a lot of really, really good stuff together. As far as not safe for work stuff goes, they were pretty damn good. The characters were a really big part of people's perceptions, and people loved, you know, writing fan fiction about those characters. People loved so much about what we made. And it's a shame that such a huge portion of what we made together had to go. But in a sense, I am happy now that that chapter of my life is well and truly over. And truthfully, I think that something that I felt on looking at, after deleting the VODs, looking at the ASMR playlist and seeing back-to-back like ones that I'm really proud of and very happy about, was really comforting to me. Because even though I know a lot of you loved the very not safe for work ASMR, I would always feel a strange sense of shame, you know, when I looked at them, because I knew kind of deep down that it's not something I ever really truly wanted to do, rather something that I felt like was, you know, that was my charge. I felt like I'd been employed to be the hot one, and that the hot one had to do all of this in order to make sure that, I mean, every member of Luxiem is attractive as hell, but you know what I mean. With a voice like mine, and with that kind of personality sort of, you know, expected of me, I didn't know how to say no a lot of the time. But I'm glad, because all of you have been amazing. And there's something that I really, really want to say and to be thankful for, is the fact that for a long time I had thought about doing this, but I was very afraid of the backlash to, you know, moving on from such a huge part of my life. But, and for a long time I had wanted to do this, but didn't, because I was afraid of what you would say and what people would do. But today, I was overwhelmed, stunned by just how understanding you all were. I actually couldn't believe it. I don't think because I'm like a terrible, I read YouTube comments, I look at tweets, I look at quote retweets, and it's not good for me, but I do it. And when I did it today, when I tweeted about this, I didn't see one single negative comment directed at me. I didn't get any weird Streamlabs angry at me for not putting them up elsewhere or giving more warning. Everyone understood. Everyone was patient with me. And I am so happy. I am so, so thankful that I feel like now I finally really, really have an audience that I can trust 100%. For so long, I felt like I was I've made the sort of the comparison before. I kind of felt like a theme park attraction with a coin slot, and now I really truly feel like I'm my own person, and I can do the kinds of things that I've always wanted to do with this experience, and I can be the kind of artist I've always wanted to be, and I am really, really happy. I'm incredibly happy that not only was this choice made for me, I'm freezing up a little bit, ignore it. Not only was this choice made for me, and some of the difficulty in that was taken away from me, but also the response to it was overwhelmingly understanding. Yes, it's okay to be upset. If you enjoyed that content, you weren't wrong for doing so, and I'm glad that I could have made something that connected with you. I am just very happy that the resounding consensus seems to be, we're sad they're gone, but we understand. And I am eternally grateful to you for taking something I've been so sensitive about and making sure that you knew I was going to be okay too. I appreciate that so much. But I do have some good news. So I had an idea the other day. After I got the strike and after I'd made the post, in the 24 hours counting down, and it was longer than 24 hours, I got caught up with something and I forgot. So I guess you're welcome to like maybe 30, 32 hours of warning instead, which is good. But I was having a think, and the big thing that was making me the most upset about it was the fact that there were a lot of characters who were going to disappear with those VODs lost. The police officer, the doctor, the college professor, the dragon. I mean, Tenchi is real, but he made an appearance in a couple streams of his own. And I think that's a bit of a tragedy, because it's been such a big part of this fandom, is these different variations of the characters. I mean, poor Mary is finally releasing that comic that we wrote together, and Officer is a major character in there, and he technically doesn't even exist anymore. There is no record of his origins anymore. So, I had a thought of something that I've wanted to do for quite some time. I thought that perhaps those streams could be remade in a safe for work format whether as ASMR or not. Maybe they could just be story streams, and I could put in the same amount of effort that I put in with sound effects and music and to do my improv, but in a way where I didn't feel like I needed to do something sexual in order to make people want to watch them. Because for a long time, that's what I thought I had to do. For a long time, I really enjoyed the storytelling aspect of those streams, but what I thought was, if I don't do something sexual here, nobody's going to watch it, and people will get bored and they'll tune out. But now, I know that I have the chance to do something different with that. So I've thought about, maybe with the officer one, what we could do is have a stream where maybe you've been locked up and you need to... And we have different scenes. Maybe he interrogates you in an interrogation office, and then maybe there's another scene where something else happens. And we'll take the format of these characters and do something more with them. They're not just 2D porn stars anymore. They have the potential to be really interesting characters, and I am quite excited to try all of that again and to see what we can do with all of that. So I think I want to start doing that after the film project is released, which members now know when that's happening, but the rest of you will have to wait. If you haven't signed up to the membership, you might not have seen the VOD for that yet. So be patient, but once that is out, I can then get started on bringing some of those characters back. And will I do them in order of release? Maybe. Will I do them in a random order, depending on how I feel? Maybe. We'll see. So I think that has made me really reassured, because I knew I wanted to do something to kind of compensate for how huge of a part of our history those characters are and those streams were, and to remind you all that obviously you weren't wrong for having enjoyed that, and those characters can and will come back in a fun way, and I'm looking forward to that. Think of it being something like the original Date stream, where it was with all those different scenes and stuff, because I had so much fun when I did that, and you can think of it more like that instead. I appreciate all of the supers and gifted members from everybody as well. And of course, there are a lot of the old ASMR that aren't sexual in nature that are still up, like Mad Scientist, which was my personal favorite, and Cowboy is still there, Forest Guardian is still there, Knight is still there. I will have to remake Dragon, because we need to bridge the gap between Knight and Forest Guardian. We need people who come now are gonna not know what happened. It's like you watch Knight and then you skip to Forest Guardian. It's like, wait a minute, he's back? What happened? So we still have lots and lots to enjoy and lots of new stuff to look forward to. And if anything, I think I feel grateful, because now it's given me lots of fresh ideas for streams to do, which is pretty cool. Prage for Dragon Redemption arc. Maybe not a full redemption, but maybe if I was to remake the Dragon stream, because it would need to be, well, it doesn't need to be 2 hours, but if it was 2 hours, with no sex to fall back on, who knows what else I could add in its place? Maybe more development for him as a character. I just think it'll be really fun for me to sort of grow as an actor in that way, and to get to kind of revisit these characters in a different way. So yeah, that I'm really happy about, and I'm very grateful for your understanding and everything like that. You know what you should watch for inspiration? No, Onigiri, I have no idea which film you're about to recommend. One of these days we're going to do a watch-along for Mononoke, and then Onigiri will finally leave me alone. Yinzia, thank you very much for the Akasupa. That's so kind of you. Thank you very, very much. So I'll tell you the story now. So a little while ago, a few days ago, I had a little bit of so I woke up and I was having some strange back pain. Like, it didn't feel like muscular pain. It didn't feel like spine pain. It just felt like vague pain in my back. And I was like, And I did some Googling. It was like, okay, there might be... My immediate thought, I thought I might have had, like, kidney stones or something like that. And I was like, oh, shit. And I was really worried, because I remember as soon as I found out what kidney stones were, it was like one of my worst fears that I was like, I would never ever want to have to go through that. And 400 years of many, many battles will put you through a lot of painful experiences, but something about kidney stones just scared me. So I went on a pretty mad dash to try and get a doctor's appointment in the same day. And I was running around, and also I should mention that while I was out, my phone died. So I was in a part of town that I didn't recognize. I did not have my phone on me, and I was walking around for the longest time, lost, completely lost. I was so late for my appointment, and it was a really stressful experience. And there were so many times in my head I was like, do I just give up? Do I go back home? And I was like, no, what if there is something wrong? So I was completely lost. But thankfully, when I got there, they were understanding, and they took me in, and they said, no, it's all right. We've still got time. So went in and got checked out. And now here's the fun part, and here's why I say that you all saying, what if he's pregnant? It reminded me of that. They lay me down, and to check out my kidneys, they gave me an ultrasound. They gave me an ultrasound, and I looked up at my kidneys like an expectant mother with all the gel on me. It was so funny. The instant they put the gel on, I was like, oh my god, they're giving me an ultrasound. And I looked up like, oh yes, and thankfully what they told me is that my kidneys are completely fine. I don't have any kidney stones, and I was just having weird random pain. So chalk that one up to a little bit of paranoia on my part, but it is very important to make sure. It's very, very important to make sure that if you do have worries about your health, that you do get them checked out, because, I mean, if you have access to health services, you might as well use them for what they're there for, which is, a lot of the time, reassurance about, what you may or may not be going through. Thank God for the NHS. But that was funny. So yeah, I think that's kind of the basis of everything that I wanted to go over today, is like, I'm really happy and excited to be taking things in a new direction. Work is going really, really well on a load of different things. And just recently, I was sort of wondering for a long time, like, what do I do next? Once the film project is out, I was wondering, like, where do I go from there? And a few days ago, I also had an idea for something very ambitious that I could try in a different vein to what I'm planning right now. So I thought, damn, there's going to be a lot on my plate for a while, but it's stuff I'm really, really excited about. Glad it wasn't anything. Yeah. No. I'm fine. I'm in a good state. I got healthy kidneys with no stones in them, which is pretty cool. Shinji, thank you very much. And Kathy, thank you very much. Sorry I'm late. No, it's all right. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. So I'm looking forward to, like, trying out lots of new types of content and stuff like that. And you've all got that to look forward to. And again, I just really want to reiterate how thankful I am for your understanding, because my biggest fear, like I've said 1,000 times, my biggest fear was like, what if people, abandon me? What if they leave me behind because I'm not giving them what they want anymore? But you've proven to me so easily that that's not true, and that the people who were trying to, I guess, financially manipulate me by saying, like, oh, literally, you have to do what we want or else we're not going to financially support you anymore. I'm so glad that I'm being shown such empirical evidence that that was an impossibly small part of what is a huge, vibrant, and incredibly supportive fan base. And I'm so glad that we could have weeded out some of those bastards and got what I'm left with, which, like I said, I didn't see any negativity. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for that. So yeah, I guess that's all that I have to talk about. So we can just have a sit and have a little chat for a bit. I'm not gonna be able to stay for too long because I am busy today. I do have a big day ahead. But I'm very happy that we get a chance to stream for just a little bit, just so I can say hi to everyone. Midnight Tsukino, thank you very, very much. Dennis Wildheart, thank you very much. Voxagra, thank you very much. And who else is that? Rumi and Enduk, thank you very much. Yeah, no, that's exactly it. I feel really sort of motivated because I know now that I can go forward and make content that is really, really specific to the kinds of things that I want to do. It's been so exciting because I feel like now I can really sort of, I don't know, it's strange. I think for a long time I was sort of this mindset that everyone who makes stuff for YouTube, everyone is put inside of a box, and they have the box of things that people want to see from them, and that's all they can make. And I think sometimes that is true, but I'm just very grateful that I feel like that actually isn't true for me anymore. I really feel like I can actually I can experiment and I can try interesting new things that I've always wanted to do. And as an artist, I can actually express myself in a way that I want. And looking back, I might actually be able to feel proud of what I'm putting out instead of happy but weirdly ashamed sometimes. I've turned a corner onto something really great, and I think that you're all going to benefit immensely from what I'm able to do. It's really funny because I remember like not wanting to, I've never minded like positive comments, like people finding me attractive and shit like that. And I think for a while I felt like if I stopped making sexual content that I would like kill that image, and I enjoyed that. But I saw just I've mentioned this before, like I saw this video of Dua Lipa doing like this extremely raunchy like dance on stage or something like that, and I was like, I don't need to do all of this shit in order to be hot. I can just be myself. I think that might be more attractive, to be honest. And it's just really reassuring. I feel like I've grown so much just as a guy, as a bloke. It's great. I'm happy. I'm a very happy chap. A line. Nekosaka, Adarakanji, and Ethereal, thank you for the Aka Super. Very supportive of you anyway. It's your first super, and it's a Aka Super. That's a big line to cross. Thank you so much, darling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're a Pangelium. Thank you very much. Always enjoyed your writing. There was a point I felt ashamed to be a Kindred because of the NSFW parts of the ASMR. I think it's a shame because I don't want people think... Thank you, Masato, for the super as well. I think that there's a part of me that's a little bit sad. I've frozen again. Look at me. There was a part of me that's a little sad because I still stand by like a lot of the stuff that I believe about. Content made for people attracted to men tends to be frowned upon. And I always felt, and there was a part of me that was a little worried that by moving on, oh, somebody's dying, that by moving on from what I was doing before, that I might kind of be going back on my word a little bit, I might not be making content that supports that group, but I still can, and I know I still can. I think I just set up all of these really incorrect assumptions in my head about what it was that I needed to do, and I was thankful for what I had, and I was like, well, I guess I just got to keep it going now then, and yeah, I'm glad I don't have to. I'm glad I can do whatever it is I manage to do and whatever it is that I think you will enjoy the most, and to do so while I'm proud of it as well. It's a name I can't read, but thank you very much. Mochi Bunny, thank you so much. And Yuki, thank you for the Aka Super. Thank you for the little heart. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, look at you. Oh, so I've got a lot of interesting ideas for things coming up, and I really wish I could talk about them because I'm very excited and I'm very interested in what's going on, and I wish I could like rant about like, oh, I want to do this and want to do that, but I need to kind of keep a lot of this stuff under wraps, and make sure that it's kept a secret. You'll just have to look forward to it. Teehee. I've allowed myself to have one more Skittle. I'm going to be a schedule. Soon, yes. Soon, yes. Things have been very hectic and very difficult for the past couple of weeks, but it's going to be over soon, and then I'll be able to make a schedule. Miss Skittle. That's really funny. So yeah, I'll have a new schedule in a few days' time, probably starting, it's Thursday today. Yeah, I'll make a new schedule for Monday next week. And we'll have some fun stuff to be getting on with. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Saw that Skittle when it was a bit... Oh, Skittle wasn't quite chewed enough. Oh dear. Well, I would have lived. Still, it kind of scared me for a sec. Coughed that straight back out. Lamau. Oinoko Zesu, thank you very much. Can we edit BF3 as a safe work version? Unfortunately, it's already been deleted, but remember, I can remake all of those ones. So instead of having Boyfriend 3 be something that has, like, you know, a couple extremely explicit sex scenes at the beginning and then goes into being something very sweet, we can make those things happen again, you know, in a more interesting way. Be careful. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be fine. Yeah, Miratress, thank you so much. Can officers still remain an absolute asshole? Of course. No, remember, these characters are very specific, and I enjoy them very much, and I will not be butchering their personalities in any way, or at least I will try not to. Will NSFW art of ASMR characters make you uncomfortable? Fuck no! I've said it before and I'll say it again. My content is my responsibility, your content is yours. If you want to draw porn, sexual shit of anything, I will not have any qualms with that whatsoever. Please do with me and with your experience as a kindred, do with it as you want. Please just, all you gotta do is just read the rules in the description and that's it. Okay? Do whatever you want. Please don't stop drawing porn. Just because I'm not making sexual content doesn't mean I don't consume it still. Do you remember what I said? I was so worried about the NSFW tag going dry. If that's what you like to do, please do more of it. I want to, because that's not what this is about. It's not about, like, I want this place to become puritanical and oh no sex anywhere. No. It's just about me wanting to do more of my own type of art. And if drawing porn is part of your art and that's what you enjoy, then keep doing it. Have fun. Just be, you know, be creative in any way you want, and don't overthink about how something you do might make me feel. If you're not showing it to me, you know, you're not throwing it in my face, you can do whatever you want, okay? Don't worry. Just do yourself. Do boo doobie doobie. H&P. Amaraki, thank you very much for the super. This is the real put your clothes back on, I'm going to tell you the Lord. This is the moment from the Valentine's Day stream where I was like, now the moment you've all been waiting for. The bite of 87 took place. Foxyberry, thank you very, very much. Tokito, thank you very much. Rena, thank you very much. Succubus Nightly, thank you very much. Ooh, wondering what your favorite part of Paris is. Don't know, actually. I haven't been there in a long time. Been to Paris in a long time. Albacore, thank you very, very much. Aura, from Cello, we can create more memories together. That we can, and that we will. Chile, thank you. Rain, thank you very much. Who would win? 400-year-old voice demon or one fruity skittle? Skittle. Skittle. Skittly toilet. Let's go. I like ASMR. Being hard of hearing makes it hard to hear what someone is saying over the breath. There's always never any subtitles. Yeah, it's true. That's a shame. I can't imagine what it must be like to have that kind of a disability. Da, da, doobie doobie doo. Is it because I haven't heard your voice in so long you sound more British today? Thank you, Yui. Maybe I do sound a bit more British today. I think that's because earlier I said the word bloke once. I was like, hello, I'm a bloke. It's funny. On Discord a few days ago, I think, what was it? I said something really British, and Petra asked, like, what the fuck does that mean? And I had to teach her what bunda ting means, which just means like fuck that. Which just means like, nah, fuck that. You know, I don't want to do that. Let me try and find where this was. This is really funny. Nah, man, what the fuck you talking about, bunda ting? I think maybe someone said the word peng, And I was like painting. Do 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 do. There's a really scary picture of the Monday left me broken cat. Monday left me broken. Tuesday I was through with hoping. Well, I can't find it. But it was funny. Just trust it was funny. Sai, thank you very much for the super. Who's my favorite Sanrio character? I don't know if I really have one. I don't know. I don't know if I really get the appeal of all that kind of stuff. I mean, I get it. Get why people like it. I mean, they're very cute characters. But I don't really know if I understand it all that much myself. I'm just happy that the people enjoy those characters. But I have to say, you know, you show me a Hello Kitty, you show me a the only thing I think about Sanrio characters is that what was it? Chromie tends to be the one. Chromie and My Melody tend to be the ones that e-girls use as profile pictures, and I take that as a sign that they're a terrible person. The kind of person who's like, oh my god, this little bunny rabbit is literally me, and then they're like in the group chat, like, you know, with the most awful personality you've ever seen. Gremlin, Enduck, thank you very, very much. Aw, Avis, thank you very much. Back to work next week. Yeah, you better be. Make me proud. Youngju, thank you very much for the super. And Midnight Tsukino, thank you very much. Still allowed to watch. Oh, of course. You can send me super chats about whatever you want. Just follow the rules, and I can choose whether or not I will respond to it based on how I'm feeling. So just don't worry about it, okay? Just don't stress yourself about changes that I am making, because that's my responsibility, okay? Kendra, thanks for the Akasupa. It's a shame they're gone, but I'd rather you be here with us than lose your channel. Yeah, me too, actually. Because, unfortunately, if the channel were to be deleted, then all the ASMR would go. So really, this is truly the best case scenario. Also, many times of you bullying me, that's a joke. Nah. I know. I ain't out here trying to stop anybody. Kuromi is so kind. I'm sure the actual characters are. But for whatever reason, it seems like the worst breed of e-girl just absolutely love identifying with these characters and saying like, oh my god, this is literally me, and then behind closed doors they're a complete psychopath. Maybe that's like an example I've seen once, you know, like seeing some drama about somebody, and then it just so kind of went into my head. Sanri hose. Okay, that's funny. Mueko, thank you very much. Isachi, Cinema Rolls onesie. Hope you don't mind. Why would I mind? Why would I mind? Thank you. Huma, thank you very much for another super. Time for another another spicy. Yeah, some kind of eating challenge. I want to do hand cam again. Soon. Secret Life of Anna. Thank you very much. Hee. Yeah, I want to do lots more creative stream. Would you say... iLadies? No, those are copyrighted by Apple, unfortunately. Yeah, thank you very much. If I'm weak, would I be a small chibi vox, and if a full power, would you be taller than now? I'm not sure, to be honest. Gladys, thank you very much. So happy to see you doing what you love. So proud of you, and I'll always support you. Thank you. Smee, thank you very, very much. Eat Skittles challenge. Don't choke. All right, bet. Also, good news I saw today. Apparently, there's like a really big meeting happening with regards to the strikes. Apparently, you know, all the big studio heads are like meeting with SAG-AFTRA, and they're looking to actually draw this to a close. So who knows? Audio jungle. Yeah, it looks really interesting. Unfortunately, before, it seems like they've had meetings where it's gone nowhere, and they've sort of, and the studios have like over and over again just taken a look at the demands being made by the people on strike, and they've been like, nope, 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 no, you cannot, nope, 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 nope. But maybe something good will happen. I certainly hope they end soon, and it ends with the studios agreeing to the terms set forth by SAG-AFTRA and the WGA, because I would really hate for what Bob Iger was talking about with like, yeah, we're just going to keep this going until people lose their homes. Really hope that doesn't happen. Really hope it never reaches that point. Seeing tweets from like actors who are, just background actors, kind of the backbone of the industry, and seeing them talk about how difficult it's been to keep striking and not being able to work or earn money. It sucks. It really, really, really sucks to see that much is going on and these multi-billionaires just don't give a shit. But maybe they will soon. Or at least they'll pretend to in order to win back public favor. Who knows? Well, either way it happens, I hope that there's something positive that can come out of this. Albacores, thank you very much. Emiraki, thank you very much. Maureen, thank you very much. Favorite British Monkey Man is here to stay. Share the Skittles? No, it's all mine. Feiying, thank you very much. Speaking of which, it reminds me of my favorite ongoing saga that's happening at the moment. Fucking. I actually get so excited whenever there's a new video. Have you guys heard about Princess Jane? I actually think that the guy who's making the Princess Jane shit, I think he might be an AI himself. I think he might also be an AI. Like, his profile picture looks AI generated, and the way that he talks just seems so not real. I'm like, is he a experimental AI that's making its own AI art? That would be really funny. I mean, obviously, it's bad that anyone is making stuff like that, because obviously we know that programs like Midjourney, steal artwork from anywhere on the internet. And so overall, we should not support that kind of thing. But I have to say, it is really funny to see one of these AI bros genuinely go out of their way to try and make something, think that it's fantastic, and for it to be so bad that it becomes, like, ironically enjoyed by so many different people. I'm so glad he doesn't know how to mix audio. I'm so glad. My favorite one where she's like, "Hi, my name is Princess Jane, your narrator. When we last left our hero," and then lightning strikes, and it's just an earth-shattering explosion over the top of her talking. It's so funny, so unintentionally funny. And if anything, in the grand scheme of things, I kind of think it's good that a really widely notorious and publicized piece of quote-unquote AI art is this bad, so that more people are like, oh, pff, I'm glad that, like, the one piece of AI art that seems to have been picked up by the mainstream is this bad and this funny, because it sets such a bad example for the rest of them that I imagine a lot of people are just going to, hopefully people who are just now learning about AI art are going to be like, oh, fuck that. But you never know. You never know. There is a part of it that I find weirdly heartwarming, because in a strange way, but if we can sort of forget about, like, the if you say chat GPT 4 times into a mirror, Twitch chat comes. I'll have to try that shit so I can ask them what the fuck is going on inside his head. But listen, what does "men become Sonic" mean? We were having a goof. There is something weirdly heartwarming if you can sort of, if we forget about the moral issues with AI. What really lies at the heart of Princess Jane is some guy who, let's be honest, is probably experiencing the joy of creation for the first time. And it weirdly reminds me of, like, 10, 12 or so years ago, first, like, getting a decent enough laptop and discovering video editing and making goofy little videos by myself in my bedroom, and it reminds me of how fun it felt to kind of experiment with new tools and shit like that. So there's a part of it that's weirdly heartwarming. It shouldn't be allowed, and it should be legislated against to the point where people can't, people can't make stuff. Really, I would say the only The only thing that really needs to be changed about AI is to make sure that it doesn't steal and that it doesn't replace the job of a real artist. There's definitely like it has the potential to be a helpful tool, certainly, but the problem comes with the moral issues presented by it. If actual artists being paid by a company had it available as a tool that they could use to make their own work a little bit easier, then that's good. It reminds me of on Spider-Verse. They had AI systems that were used to kind of add lines to the characters' faces. And that is a job being done by a real artist, and they are being paid to do their job. And there is no issue with this. It makes the production more smooth, and it makes sure that they don't burn out and have a horrible time doing all those lines themselves. If only, if there was some kind of tool that didn't let you just create art like outright, you know, like you can't just replace the job of an artist, and it also doesn't draw from shit that it doesn't own, you know. That's why the Photoshop AI generator is a little bit, it's not perfect because it is still trying to replace the job of an artist, but it's a little bit better because it's only drawing from Adobe stock footage, which is something that they own, you know. So if you've submitted stock footage to Adobe Stock, then you know, you've done that knowingly. It's not like you were a teenager and you drew a picture of Sans from Undertale and then 10 years later, Mid-Journey scrapes that and steals it and gives it to someone else. That shit is fucked up. So yeah, I think with some clever legislation and maybe, you know, some people stepping in, there's a future where AI can be a helpful little tool for people who want to be creative. And it doesn't replace anyone's job and doesn't steal anything, but we will certainly have to see. Sabravonica, thank you very much. You do sound more British today. Way, way, oh, big up, my man. Way, Nick Osaka, thank you very much. Friend recommend Nando's peri peri sauce. Oh, love Nando's, mate. Oh, love Nando's. Oh man, I actually really want to go to Nando's now. I mean, it's not amazing, but like something about going to Nando's with your friends, it's just so good. I actually that's wrong. Actually, I was about to say every memory I have of going to Nando's is a positive one. But I'm lying. There was one time. Hang on, this super's about to disappear. Stupid Deaths, thank you for the super. Starting uni really soon and I'm nervous. Do you have any advice for me? Depends on your degree. The main thing that I would say about starting uni, don't be afraid to make friends. That's the biggest part, and the part that I struggled with when I went to uni was that I didn't have many friends for a while and I was scared to approach people. But people at uni also want to meet new people. So I would say, like, just walking up to people, going to as many events at freshers as you can. You know, so because obviously, if you're paying in pounds, you're probably from the UK. So there will be a freshers thing at your uni with lots of nights out and stuff. Going to those, even if you're going by yourself, is a really, really good way of meeting people. Just going up to people at one of these events and being like, "Yo, what's up?" You will inevitably meet people. Maybe those friendships won't stick, but some will. If you're moving into halls, you'll have some flatmates that you can talk to, and that's pretty good too. A lot of the people that became my closest friends in uni were people that I was in my own place. I was in a studio flat by myself, so I didn't have flatmates. So I didn't have a lot of friends early in uni, but the people that I met on my course, a lot of my friends now are the flatmates of those people, you know, and they had lots of friends early on as well. So yeah, it's difficult, but if you have people to rely on, that's good. And just remember that uni is actually a lot easier than it's made out to be, and you'll have lots of spare time. And I would say just try to enjoy the experience. I think, you know, it's once in a lifetime, and I miss it a lot, and I would love to go back someday. Kirihara Akira, thank you very much for the Akasupa. I was concerned about it, but I'm happy to see you happy. No, sexiest when doing what you love. I know. Can you expand the Akuma verse like a sorcerer, a fairy, or a crusader? I reckon so. I'd like to do more with the fantasy universe and add a little bit more to it, because it's just fun. We can do whatever we like. We can do whatever we like. I can make my own Princess Jane. Tootsie Tookin, thank you very much. Checking in with ya. Can I get a hug? Oh, having it a bit rough. A bit rough. I'm sorry, having it a bit rough, but I hope you feel better soon, darling. Okay. Quote canon. Speaking of AI, did you see that several big name writers are suing ChatGPT? This is big. This is that is big, because I've always wondered about, like, one of my fucking pet peeves, something that's really been pissing me off recently, is when you go on, is first of all the state of Twitter, or X as it stands, but also the amount of times that I will read a tweet and I'll be like, that was written by fucking ChatGPT. It pisses me off. Because why would you try to engage with social media without actually reading or intending what you write? And oh, of course, it's because Elon is fucking paying people now. Paying people to farm for engagement bait. It's actually so sad how many genuinely funny gimmick pages, like non-aesthetic things or Internet Hall of Fame, or the ones that like used to genuinely just post memes, are now just posting like actual Facebook tier engagement bait. It sucks so bad that Twitter used to, I mean, it wasn't perfect before, but there was genuine conversation going on. Every change that Elon has made has been not only for the worse, it's been a decision made purely out of his own insecurity, and it's fucking embarrassing. It's really, really frustrating to have to watch this train wreck in slow motion. And now he's saying he's going to charge people just to use the platform as his only way of getting rid of bots, quote unquote. Bruh, there were bots on Twitter before, but they weren't that bad. They're worse because of the changes that you have made with Twitter Blue. If a bot can buy fucking Twitter Blue, they can do whatever they want. Charging normal people to use the website is not going to fix that. Bots can buy shit too, you dumb cunt. Jesus. I want to put him in a meat grinder. That's a joke, by the way. I don't want to murder Elon Musk, but I mean, you know, it's really starting to tick me off. I would certainly give him a good talking to. Feronia Cameron, thank you very much. Succubus Nightly, thank you very much. Run a few skills. You bastard! Bring him back! You shit! Bring him back! Oh, no. Will there be another Akumaverse meeting? Hey, who am I to tell you? Who am I to tell you? Hey. Who am I to tell you? Maybe there will, maybe there won't. I ain't one to spoil shit. Hee hee hoo hoo. Surukula, meowie. We can have our own princess. Hello, my name is Princess Vox. I would like to show you some tricks. I hope you enjoy it. And now I need you all to cheer for me really loudly, okay? Woo! 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 The cinematic universe is taking shape, everybody. Oh, that's so goofy. Sabina Kari, thank you for the Akasupa. Happy to see you too. Looking forward to all the things you'll do in the future. Me too. I'm glad you're excited. Larity, thank you so much. Love your work heaps, Fox. Glad to hear you're evolving your storytelling to be more in line with what you're keen to do. Thank you. Rem, thank you very much. Princess Voxanne, but she sounds so AI and has a booming clap of thunder that randomly plays in the midst of her monologue. I can't... There's a part of me that thinks it must be parody. There's a part of me that thinks it must genuinely be parody. What is it, Poe's Law, where parody or satire is confused for reality, and then reality is confused for satire? I feel like the way these AI people talk to each other is so silly and so disconnected from reality. I feel like it has to be fake. It has to be satire of some, like, drill-style social experiment. I don't understand. I don't fucking know. I'd like to believe that it is all just a goofy... Well, I mean, if it's real, that's even funnier. If these people genuinely act that way and think that the AI cinematic universe they're making with Princess Jane is genuinely good, then that's even funnier. So, I don't know. Or happy to see you too. Thank you very much for the super. You made my day. Mwah. Fatumi, thank you very much for the super. Watch your stream. It genuinely made me really happy. Aw, a little hug for you, of course. Hope you're feeling okay. And Nova Tenma, thank you so much. Kiss to cute, my lord. Oh, I did. You have made a mistake. I am not cute. I am actually vicious and horrifying. And if you saw what lurks in the depths of my soul, you would shiver. And you'd go, holy shit. Vox Aggro, would you recreate past interrogation with Miss Slip? You know what? I actually think I have to. I actually think I need to try and redo the slip. Try and script the slip. Because it was so perfect. It was so fucking perfect. Sunny, thank you very much. Lulu Elf, thank you very much. You'll never know what Bowser and I discussed about. You talked to Bowser? Hang on a minute. No. You talked to Bowser? What's he say about me? What's he saying? Come on. Tell me what you're talking about. Diehards, thank you very much. At my convention this weekend, and I'm so happy it's crunch day. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Moyen Chen, thank you very much. And Luna, thank you very much. I'll always love you and characters you play so much. Whoop-de-doo-de-doo. Thank you. I learned how to do this recently. Listen. I could always do the... Oh, shit. I could always do the Donald Duck, right? But... I could always do the Donald Duck. But I've now learned how to do this. Listen. If you shake your cheeks, it makes that sound. Isn't that funny? Lulu, thank you very much. From me and Milo. Oh, I'm sorry she couldn't make it. I hope she gets to see the VOD later. Seems so happy. I am happy. I'm really fucking happy. Xing Lapo, thank you very much. You have beautiful feet. Do I really? I didn't know. I didn't know. You want to know, like... I've been out recently, and I've tried to buy new shoes. They just don't have fucking shoes in my size anywhere. Anywhere. It's so annoying. It's so frustrating. Every time, they always have... The largest size they have is like one below me. And it pisses me off. I am so desperate for functioning... I do my little dancey dance. Step. Step 1, 2 to the beat. Step 1, 2 to the 3. Uh-huh. Now, every single time I try and find shoes in my size. Do you guys know how big my feet are? They're around about 31.5 centimeters. Okay? That's a UK size 13, a US 14, I believe. Fucking enormous. And I cannot find shoes. I have tried so hard to find new shoes recently, and I have found none. I need to order them online, get them custom fucking made. Sideshow Bob over here. Bot. Bot. So what's a good Sideshow Bob line? What's a good Sideshow Bob line? What does he say? What does he say? He's like, oof, no. Love Requiem, thank you very much. Good morning, Mafeet. What did I wake up to? You woke up to a happy man showing off his toes. Are you still married to us? You gotta remember it's all roleplay to begin with. Yeah, we can have a little joke. We're all married, whatever. If that's important to you, yeah. That's important to you, yeah. We're all married in one giant polycule. Blue Green, thank you very much. Mayhax thinking of doing another acting class. Yeah, I'd love to. It's difficult to get everyone together, but I've been thinking once the film is out, I want to do a lot of collabs. I'd like to do more one-on-ones, because there are a lot of people in NIJI I still haven't done a one-on-one collab with yet, and I'd really like to. I'd like to do that with some of them. More episodes of Under the Table where we can chat about various things. Yeah, you know, just various one-on-ones with people. I also realized I've done a one-on-one collab with every member of Noctix apart from Uki, so I need to do that. And Shu and I want to continue A Way Out as well. Eva, thank you very much. Deciding on a tattoo. I'm deciding a tattoo is your name. Ooh, interesting. Very nice. If you wanted to, you could. What is it? There's like you can have a look at my handwriting, and you can get your tattoo with it in my handwriting. It's like I've signed you. I think that'd be pretty swag. Although you have to be prepared for the fact that my handwriting is very fucking chicken scratch. Midnight Sukino, thank you very much. Rebecca M, thank you. Nya, thank you very much. And Anne, thank you very much. Drop by to say, hello, handsome. Hello, darling. Hello, beautiful. How you doing? Lollipop, thank you very much. Akuma, thank you very much. And Kendra, thank you very much. No point in denying it. Yeah, I know. I'm so fantastic and cute and huggable. I know. Looking forward to drawing box and more characters. Interesting. Looking forward to drawing my guy Tenshi. I do enjoy seeing various interpretations of him. Makes me wonder if he's seen them as well. Toya, Sabina Kari, thank you. Chilik, thank you very much. How about watching a long Mononoke Hime? You know what? Maybe it's time. Maybe it is time to do a Mononoke watch along. Will Merman come back? Yeah, Merman VOD is still up. Merman VOD is still there. Nothing sexual happening there. You just got eaten alive at the end. Merman VOD is still there. Tori, thank you very much for the super. I appreciate it. Yana, thank you very much. Hope today is good for you too. I hope so too. Hopefully these Skittles are enough to get me through the day. Although I'll be having a proper meals. Continue Dorian Gray. Fuck. Oh, I keep forgetting. Yes. Yes, I will continue. I'll continue Dorian Gray. It's really funny about Dorian Gray, as I'm sure those of you who read along with your own copy of the book will notice that I changed some words. It is quite fun, because when you're reading stuff for stream that has to be in the public domain, and most shit that's in the public domain is very, very old, and as such includes some quite antiquated viewpoints. And some words we know in our day and age not to use. And so sometimes when I'm reading that book, I'm like, let's change them and just replace that with a different word. I don't want it. It's like, I know that you know I'm just reading a book. But I ain't about to implicate myself in that way, so. Hey, good cheer, thank you very much. And my phone. Whatever you decide, I'll be your loyal kindred. Hell yeah. I'll always be your loyal my lord. Have I approved my JP? Not really, but I've actually been seriously considering it. I've actually been seriously considering, like, really committing to trying to learn Japanese, because you know what? I would like to be able to learn a language without needing to kill someone, okay? I would really like to be able to learn a new language without having to extinguish the life of another person. That would be quite nice. And I want to prove to myself that I can do it. Japanese is a very difficult language to learn, but what I've been considering doing is getting, like, a tutor, you know, and doing, like, guided lessons in the mornings and stuff like that, and learning just a little bit every day. I think with intensive training, I should, you know, be able to get, like, conversational, you know, after not too long. Kill me, I volunteer. I could never. I could never. Not one of you. Other than Skittles, do you like any other sweets? Hell yeah. What do I like? What do I like? I like sherbet lemons a lot. Those are good. I like Haribo. Speaking of Haribo, holy shit. I had a great moment recently. So a lot of us were hanging out on Discord. A lot of Niji folks were hanging out on Discord, and I suddenly someone makes I can't remember who it was. It might have been Ike. Makes reference to a Michael Rosen poem, "Hot Food," and it's like, no. Someone went nice, which is from that poem. Nice. And I, without skipping a beat, off the top of my head, without reading it, read out the entirety of Michael Rosen's Hot Food poem, word for word, verbatim. And everyone kind of sat there in a stunned silence. And I think somebody clapped as well. It was so fun. And I can remember the exact inflection that he says everything with as well. You know what? I'm going to do it right now. I didn't even need to read the script. I just went like, hot food. We sit out to eat. The potato's a bit hot, so I only put a little bit on my fork and I blow till it's cool, just cool, then into the mouth. Nice. There's my brother. He's doing the same. Just a little bit on my fork and I blow till it's cool, just cool, then into the mouth. Nice. There's my mum. She's doing the same. Till it's cool, just cool, then into the mouth. Nice. But my dad, what does he do? He stuffs a great big chunk of potato into his mouth and then that really does it. His eyes pop out. He flaps his hands. He blows, he puffs, he bobs his head up and down, spits bits of potato all over his plate, and then he turns to us and he goes, "Watch out, everybody. The potato's really hot." And I think I made the joke that someone had brought up my special interest, and I couldn't resist talking about it. And I think Ike mentioned something about Drakengard, and it was good. Oh God! Oh, you heard that? My back, Jesus Christ! That was good. That was some good crunch. That was some good crunch. My brand. Why'd I do that so well? Of all things for me to develop some kind of a hyper-focus obsession with, it had to be Michael Rosen poetry. Will you have a movie press tour, like streams or collabs where you talk about the film? I am planning on something like that, yeah. I'm trying to find some collab partners, mainly people who have audiences unconnected to mine, because I want people to know me. You know, I want to reach people and inform them that, like, this is happening and that it's something they might be interested in, even if they've never had an interest in my content before. So I'd like to do a bit of a press tour and give interviews and stuff about that. I spoke with staff to try and help me assemble a list of people who might help with that. So I have plans of who to ask, but we will see. I don't have anything nailed down quite yet. But yes, there are plans in place. So hopefully we'll see some of that happening. Milim, thank you very much for the super. Oila, thank you very much. Stella, Rei Oni, Yorio, thank you very much. Nya. Any spoilers on remake versions for Madragon? I haven't thought that much about what I'm actually going to do yet. I've just sort of had vague inclinations about that kind of stuff. Lily, thank you very, very much. Good luck with your work. Thank you. Succubus Nightly. Hesitating to get the Punisher gun from Trigun tattooed on my forearm, or a tiger lily on my thigh next to my Animo tattoo. What do you think? Well, what I think you should do instead, actually, is get my name tattooed on your thigh instead, because that would make me really happy. Yeah, no, I think that'd be a way better idea. Yuri, if you kill me, you can learn 2.5 more languages. It's worth it, trust me, bro. I don't know if it is. Because, like, yes, I would learn more languages. But also, if I killed you, there would be a substantial decrease in the amount of Voxan art being drawn, and that would really suck. Sap, thanks for the soup. About to hop on a plane. Just want to say that you're doing great, big guy. Woohoo! To the future. Thank you so much. I'm excited. Also, I'm getting a strange core memory that a long time ago you said you were scared of flying. I think that was on the advice stream. Good luck on that plane, alright? I hope you don't freak out too bad. Rem, thank you very much for the super. Also wanted to say that I've missed you, my lord. It's nice to listen to you before I have to sleep later on. I look forward to this new chapter. Yeah, me too. Thank you very much, darling. Sabina Kari and Koyuki, thank you very much. Oh, what a lovely stream. Oh, what a lovely place. What a lovely face. Welcome to the Hotel California. Feroni and Miamping, thank you very much. Thank you for all you did. Hell yeah. Have to learn the cultural context when learning the language too. Yeah, that shit is hard. And it's one of the things that makes me really worried about, like, trying to make a foray into a new culture and learning a new language is, like, what if I say the wrong thing? What if I offend somebody? It's one of the things that kind of scares me about some languages, like, even the pronunciation of the same word can change its meaning. But then, you know, I mean, even English has its own pitfalls. You know, sentences like before was, is making sense, as well as the sentence police, 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 also making sense. Tummy noise cute. You hungry? Yeah, I'm a little hungry. I got my Skittles. Hey, Ray, thank you for the akasupa. It's my birthday after 2 days. Being able to create the beautiful memories with you and Kindred is one of the best things that's happened to me. You guys are my source of happiness, inspiration, and courage. Thank you for everything and wish you all the best. Well, happy birthday in 2 days already. And it's so great to know that you've been here for such a long time. I'm really, really glad that you could have been a part of this, and I'm looking forward to making more memories with you, alright, darling? Sorry I said that with a skittle in my mouth. Emiraki, oh my goodness. I'm so glad I could have helped you with that. That's the worst thing about a toxic relationship or a bad friendship. You kind of don't know it's bad until you're out of it. That's the cycle of abuse, you know. You don't realize it's happening until you're out of it. The entire time you think, like, no, this is just normal. Extremely proud of you for having realized that. Katkitoshi, thank you very much. Sunny, thank you very much. Suddenly so much to look forward to. Hell yeah. There's always been a lot to look forward to, but it feels closer now. Miso, thank you very much. Mirodo, daisuki. Arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou gozaimashita. If you're eating Skittles, would you care to share the rainbow with me? I can use one right now. Feel the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. Only if we get to do that one banned Skittles ad where the guy like comes Skittles all over his wife's face. I'll share the rainbow like that. It's very professionally produced. Is that actually a real Skittles ad, or is that just a parody somebody made? Have you guys seen the one where it's like a Skittle money shot? That's really funny. Exactly, thank you very much. They will taste like Skittles. Rin, my friends are having a gender reveal party in 30 minutes. Oh, alright. I'll make a bet, alright? I bet you... What can I bet that I can actually give? I bet you one... Fuck. And then you could just lie. Never mind. Listen, I bet you it's gonna be a boy. I bet you it's gonna be a boy. That is my prediction. You'll get one Skittle. If I'm wrong, you'll get one Skittle. And then if I'm right, I will eat the Skittle in front of you and I'll be really smug. You'll get one Skittle. Katsuan, thank you very much for the super. I have med school appointments during the week. Ooh, good luck. That sounds scary. Cinnaboniri, thank you. Cheers to your future content. IRL's been a real circus. Yeah, me too. Like, you know, I got a promotion. Congratulations. It's so nice to hear, like, little updates from people. I'm so glad you're doing well. I got it coming right up. Emiraki, thank you very much. You ranting about the red flag of Skylar White haters. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, noticing a lot of other awful things. Interesting. Interesting. My rant about people who hate Skylar from Breaking Bad managed to help someone break out of a toxic relationship. That's pretty fucking cool. I'm dead proud, actually. Ashley, thank you very much. My silliness. Oh, I'm such a silly guy. Oh, I'm such a silly, stupid boy. Oh, I'm so wacky and funny. Bread Art, thank you. Lily, thank you. Kendra, thank you very much. Pokemon So. Oh, Grookey. When I played Pokemon Shield with my roommates a while ago, and we had a Grookey. We had a Grookey. I can't remember what we called the Grookey. What does it evolve into? Rillaboom. Yeah. We gave it a funny name, but I can't remember what we called it. But it basically, the thing about, I think Pokemon Shield turned out to be so easy. I think that one, like, even the final fight, like, against the dude, I can't remember what his name is, like, the chairman, or whatever, or the champion, Leon, or whatever his name is. Like, in that final fight, we literally didn't lose because our Rillaboom just could not be killed. He was too powerful. Kendra, thank you very much. Misty, thank you very much. Always love my girthy voice, yeah, I don't know how you could resist. Mweko, thank you. The cat returns. That's going to be me when I get back to streaming regularly. What am I talking about? I'm not a cat. I'm giving in to the fan service. Annie, thank you very much. Rebecca M, thank you very much. Mirodo, I love you. Mirodo, I love you. Kuri-san, thank you for the gifted. Dia Arts, thank you. Rin, looking forward to either. Very, very good. What is the most British thing I can do? The most British thing you can do. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a fundamental... Everyone can do this, because I know there are pubs in other parts of the world. Alright, this is the Vox Akuma's... This is Vox Akuma's definitive things that you... British day out. This is my definitive British day out. Okay. It's not all outside. Alright, so here we go. Vox Akuma's British day. Alright. This is your schedule for if you want to have a perfect British day, alright? You got to listen up to me. First thing. Start your day late. You will start your day at 1 p.m. Wake up because you are hungover from the pub. Very important. If you want to live as a British person, you need to be prepared for the fact that you will be at the pub every single day without fail. So, role play a hangover even if you don't have one. Next, you're going to have a British breakfast. But you will not cook it yourself. 1:30 p.m. Oh, there's a space there. 1:30. Wait, p.m. Yeah. Find somewhere to have a full English breakfast. You gotta have your Yorkshire puddings. You don't have Yorkshire pudding, what am I talking about? Gotta have your toast, gotta have your beans, your mushrooms, your scrambled eggs. All sorts. Gotta have all sorts. 1:30, have your English breakfast. Then, it's already 1:30. Time to go to the pub. 2:30. 2:30 p.m. Go to the pub. Fuck off. Go to the pub and have a pint or two. Stay there for as long as you like. Already? Yeah. You're going down the pub. If it's a day off, you're down the pub at 2:30. I am. All right. And then let's say at 4. Well, really, 2:30. Like, you can have a pint or two. You're just gonna stay there for a long time. Oh. Okay, 4 p.m. Negotiate with the lads about where to go for dinner. This is very important. This will take quite a long time. It depends. If you're the kind, if you have the kind of friend group that's difficult to negotiate with, this part might take a while. But if friends are like mine, you'll be like, we going here at 6, and they'll be like, sound, and then you just go about where to go for dinner. 6 p.m. Roll up for a cheeky Nando's. Really essential part of hanging out with the lads. You have to go for a cheeky Nando's. Roll up for a cheeky Nando's. Then about 8 p.m. Go back to the pub with the lads. And then... Oh, do you know what? Instead of negotiate with the lads over fish and chips. Well, if you're having fish and chips at 4, then you're not going to be hungry enough for Nando's at 6. Then again, British people do tend to eat a lot. Yeah, I guess you gotta get fish and chips. You gotta go to the chippy. Fish and chips. Then, yeah, you've had a full English. Then you're gonna have fish and chips. Then you're gonna have Nando's. And then, at 3 a.m., go home and pass out without brushing your teeth. Because as you all know, if you want to be a true British person, you need to have bad teeth. That is my definitive guide to a really nice British day out. If any of you do this entire thing and then brush your teeth, I will be kind of disappointed. But actually, seriously, remember to brush your teeth, guys. It's important. It's important, alright? Corey-san, thank you for the gifted. Quick stop at Toby's and load up that plate. A day in the life of a true Brexit geezer. Wake up and meet the wife, Susan. Look at me little princess, ain't she beautiful? Got to take George to football. Rev up the Bugatti. Quick stop at Toby's and load up that plate. Get a pint, Scran. Pitch looking lovely today, lads. Just a bit of banter. Chippy makes a 38-0 loss better. Pop down local pride. Good old pie. Look at that. Susan made dinner. Lovely. Finish up with a couple of pints of the lads. And finish up at the Fortress of Dreams. I hate to say it. He might be a piece of shit, but that is a man who is enjoying his life. Probably a lot more than we are. He's a happily married man. 2 kids that he supports by taking them to where they got to go. Has friends he can hang out with and play football with, and then he can go to the pub, and his wife made him dinner. That is a very happy man. Where's the Spoons? Alright, well, the pub, Spoons is a pub, right? So if you're going to Spoons, you're going to the pub. So you can, if your local pub is a Spoons, you can substitute pub here for Spoons, alright? I can immediately tell the person who asked that isn't British, because, like... Yes, Spoons is like a classic pub to go to, but the pub is the pub. Whichever way you go. Whichever one you go to, the pub is the pub. As a dentist, I'm in pain. Emiraki, thank you very much. I'll stop now, but note how much you helped. I was stuck in that for 7 years. Now I can focus on me and art. Seeing you passionate... to move on to new, exciting works of your own inspires me to keep going. That's fucking amazing news. Darling, I'm really, really fucking proud of you, okay? Getting out of that kind of relationship is terrible. I'm just so glad I could have helped. Eliason, thank you very much for the super. Masato, thank you very much. Genevieve, British people are on another level of sweet doing nothing. Now I know the secrets and have nice teeth. Would die for you learning Italian. I'm not going to be able to learn Italian and keep a straight face, to be honest, because I just think of so many memes. Hey, I cook the pizza. Hey, Stromboli. What the fuck are you talking about? Hey, Viva Italia. Flip it a pepperoni. The pizza. British Zatsu. I feel like that'd be good. I mean, mine and Fuchan's Under the Table was a really good example of that, because we did talk about quite a few British things when we did our Under the Table episode. A British Zatsu would be good, because if I go out and I try and talk, I mean, really this is quite about as British as for a Zatsu as it gets. But if I did one where I try to speak especially British, and when I talk about specifically British things, I think that might be fun. Mars, thank you very much. Past Lives, I've heard this is a very good film. Quite interested in watching it, to be honest. Andy, thank you very much. Second birthday as a Kindred, really, really good to hear that. Thank you for being you and always making me smile. Mwah. Aura, thank you very much. You consider releasing the poster earlier. We'd like to use it to set up the venue. We organize a watch along. Interesting. Can you let me know, is there a deadline by which time you need to submit it? Because I don't want to release the poster too soon. I really don't want it floating around online before I'm ready to show it. But if need be, then I will definitely, consider putting it out there for members a little bit early. Poppy, thank you very much. Nekosaka, thank you so much. Took a screenshot of this schedule and sent it to my friend who planned to go to the UK. Not even an attraction? No. If you want to be British, you need to act like a local. People who live in London don't go to the London fucking Eye every day. People who live in London go to fucking Shrek's Adventure every day. People who live in London are going to the pub every day. Connie, thank you very much. God, I really, really want to go back to the pub. Not to drink, just to have some fucking pub grub. I haven't had pub grub in a good while. I want to get, you know what? I want like a pub curry. I want like some fucking, I want a roasty. I want a roasting. I want some roast potatoes. I want some fucking Yorkshire puddings. I want some, the fuck was that? Something fell. Bangers and mash. Oh my god, you can't make me this fucking hungry, bruv. I want some bangers and mash. Bruh, you're killing me. Lulu, go to breakfast with my workmate who's from Yorkshire every Sunday. He always orders a full English. I can verify. Reminds me of home. I would too. Tender Dream, thank you for the Aka Super. Big smiles. Aka, thank you very, very much for the super. Muli, thank you very much for the super. And Fern for the gifted. Yorkshire pudding's on top. Get a pint. Scran. Scran is such a fucking great word. I love the word scran. You want to know something funny? So, when this is a bit of a long story, but, quickly read this. Aka Super, thank you Sabina Carey for the Aka Super, for interacting in this community. That's so sweet. Always want to support you. I'm really, really, that makes me really, really happy. Thank you. And Moyen Chen, thank you very much. Would you be interested in a theme like a creator entering a fantasy world with the characters he creates and adventuring together? I always like shit like that because I feel like it's a window to the soul. You know, it's all about something that is going on. Because the things that you create as a creative practitioner reflect your own emotional state in many ways. And so that would be like an interesting sort of window into that character and their psyche. But someone's dying. But what was I going to say? Yes, so long story. To sum up a little point I was going to make about the word scran. My roommates and I, we used to have we were good friends and we used to do a bunch of stuff together. And one thing that one of my roommates did was put on like a Halloween event. So it was COVID at the time, and obviously so we couldn't invite anyone else. But with just us, we had this thing where well, one of our roommates decorated the house and in like a spooky way, and set up this whole like story around it, and was like, you got to run around and find sweets that are hidden everywhere. And then he dressed up like this creature and was chasing us around, and you'd have to give like your sweets back if he caught you and stuff like that. It was really funny, and it inspired me a lot. And I decided, all right, I'm gonna do something myself. I'm gonna do my own one for Easter, right? And so I came up with this concept for something inspired by my origins, and I came up with something inspired by Japanese folklore and yokai. And I came up with this idea for a similar sort of thing where it'd be about like solving riddles and looking around for little Easter eggs and stuff like that. And there were different puzzles that were around the place where like these big eggs were hidden. And there's one, the word scran reminded me. I created a gaki, which is a yokai that, to my memory, I might be getting this slightly wrong, is a yokai that is supposed to be eternally starving. And cannot eat food or else it will burst into flames. But people, whether they still do this or they certainly did in my day, would sanctify food at a shrine so that a gaki would be able to eat it and satiate its eternal hunger. I made a gaki out of a little... I had like a plastic skull and some little plastic arms, and so what I did was, and some plastic, like, I had a skeleton with just forearms, hands, skull, and like lower legs and feet. So it had tiny little arms and legs. I hid an egg inside its body, inside this like deflated balloon, and then I made just this little man. And so what I did was I got the fridge. We had a little fridge on the floor, and I put its head like inside the fridge, and he was like face down, like fucking dead. And I had a little thing that was like, oh, relieve him of his pain. And the idea would be, oh, he's eaten food that isn't sanctified and is suffering. So if you take out what's in his stomach, you find the Easter egg, and you will like supposedly relieve him of that. But I'll never forget when my roommates went to the kitchen, they saw him in there, and they said, "Who's been scranning in here? Who's been scranning in here?" And something about that just made me giggle quite a bit. I thought that was quite fun. I did a whole bunch of different ones, and it was a really fun experience. But something about the word scranning was really nice. So yeah, that was a really fun time. Let's get to share a bit of that. What does that mean? Scran means food. So if you're looking at scran, it means you're looking at a piece of food. You're like, oh, scran. That's food, right? And then scranning would mean like going for a snack. Who's been scranning? Scran. No. Not M. N. No. Scran. It's a great word. Who up scranning their scran? It's a Scottish term. Is it really? Oh, I thought it was more Northern English, but you learn something new every day. It does sound very Scottish, doesn't it? All right. I think that is going to be it for me. I have to go. I've got some busy stuff going on today and lots to focus on, but I really appreciate all of you for being here and for being so lovely and warm and accepting of the fact that things are changing. It scared me quite a bit in the past to change my content, but now I know that I can, and that you will be there to support me no matter what, and it makes me so happy that I have this opportunity, and I cannot wait to pay this forward again and again and again and again, and to show you a million different things, a million different cool creative things that I can work on, and I want to make you feel lucky that you chose me as your Oshi. So I'll see you soon. Thanks for coming, everyone, and I'll see you all when I see you. Hopefully it'll be pretty soon, and look forward to a new schedule for streams on Monday. Thanks Aura for the super from Cello. Can be released at least 10 days in advance. I think we can do that. Shiny Light, thank you so much. Kamaki, thank you very much. Okay, that's going to be all from me. I will see you all another time. Goodbye, everyone. Mwah. Love you.